We don't need any of that cheesy stuff. I'm not interested in that jazz. So
Gotcha.
No jazz.
yeah,
Got it.
No jazz. Yeah, no jazz. It's more of a rock and roll type of movie.
hell yeah. The more neck pain you get, the better. That's what I like.
Okay.
You know what a neck pain is dealing with T-Mobile's ass. I paid off my phone and they still charge me for the goddamn phone payment.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
did you cancel your stuff or?
What you mean cancel my stuff? So I paid the phone off in advance,
Yeah.
and on my phone bill it still gave me the bill for it as if I didn't pay for it. And I was like, "What is this all about?" They're like, "Oh, I think our computer didn't process that you paid it off already, so we'll have to figure it out how to reimburse you your money." And I'm like, "Come on now, all right." Now and then
Professional.
yeah, and then I got freaking paid. I got billed again as if I ain't pay off my phone. And I'm like, "Listen, y'all just charged me twice for $50 for a phone that I paid the full 1,000 off already." So I was like, listen, when this money start coming in, y'all might just go ahead to send me like a $300 check, because if y'all still try to charge me up to $1,000, I'm gonna be hot. Yeah, them motherfuckers, them messing my whole game up, my whole money scheme up. Hey, that's taking out my damn stocks.
Maybe
Oh
you should
yeah,
switch.
I feel you there. I feel you there.
Yeah, man, that's $50 every damn month for something I already paid for.
Yeah, no,
You charging?
I just paid off the phone right up front. There's no reason to do any of these purchase plans. Even when they first started, I was like, these are totally scams, just straight up like
Yeah,
just to get extra money.
it is. And that's
I
sort of
paid
like,
for
well,
I paid for my mother's phone up front, and then I paid for later our little brother's phone up front, just so they didn't have to do any payment plan, and they got me the money back later. I was like, there's no reason to do a payment plan and pay an extra 10-20% for no extra reason over time. It's just
exactly.
coming out your paycheck every month. That's very limited.
It's exactly. It's like you literally your paycheck is already in the negatives because of all the stuff coming out of it. I don't like that month. I'm just not that type of dude. That's why I don't have a carded payment. Like the only thing payment that I'll be willing to do is a house.
Yeah, and I didn't even like having to take a loan for the house
Yeah,
because I got a payment for that. So
shoot, but that's the game. You know, some people don't. Some people find with that. You know, I'd rather live paycheck to paycheck because it's stress free. Like, yeah, you know what?
that's
You know
not
what else is
stress
stress
free
free?
though, because you're living paycheck to paycheck. If you go an extra day or two, you go without a paycheck. Now you're like, well, now there's stress, and it's a lot of stress. It's not like you got yourself a savings account, and then now you lose your job or you're not getting a paycheck, and you don't have as much stress still because you still have money there. You can still keep the
Right.
water running. I don't know that. I don't see how that's not stressful.
See, some people are like, you know what? You think it too far in the future. That's what's stressful. And they think longevity. They're like, you know, but if I die tomorrow, you know,
I lived
I
happy.
guess I lived happy. You'd be like, yeah, okay, all right, cool, do what you gotta do. But listen, it's a pain in my neck just to see money fly on my goddamn bank account, knowing that I paid it off already.
Oh yeah, and I don't get how
Yeah.
people have like multiple subscriptions to stuff, like $300 a month for subscriptions. Like I'm so frugal. I don't even spend $20. There's so much free stuff out there. I don't need to.
I'm still trying to figure out in the long term the people that got like I got Dish TV, I got Netflix, I got Disney Plus, I got Amazon
And
Plus, I got
Hulu and
Plus, I got.
yeah,
I'm like, listen, have you ever thought about doing just a little bit of bootlegging, like just a little bit, like not enough to where like that they gonna chase you down, but like, come on.
yeah.
I was like, I got some websites I can show you. You know,
Are you
Pornhub got most of the
are
movies.
you really getting most of your money's worth? All that value for all that money each month from all these shows? Are you
No,
watching everything 24/7? Are you getting your money's worth? How much time?
no,
How much are you worth?
That's
like
why
unless
you
you are
have.
watching.
That's why you have friends and you share accounts and shit. Because I have access to.
Exactly.
I have access to most of the streaming platforms. I only pay for like one or two.
And then you
So
get it from other people that have
That's
their own.
the
Yeah, everyone has like their own one that they pay for, and they share it to other people, and it's just like that. You get
don't
access
you
to.
now. That's why I said I'm thinking like these people like doing some type of all right, I'm gonna create a business, and my business is gonna pay for all my subscriptions, and then I'm gonna pay the business $300 a month, and then the extra money that I make, I get a tax for. See, I think these people are doing some type of game like that, to where like, all right, it makes sense on the tax side because then you get business credit, and then you buy stuff with a business credit. Now your business credit for subscription. Now you have a card with that has a hashtag business credit, Netflix, something like that, to where you make a business off of it. And I can see it working that way. But these people out here saying, "Oh yeah, I make $40,000 a year, and I got Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, I got all them, and it costs me $145 a month,
Yeah.
and I probably watch 2 movies a
Mm.
week."
Well, anyways, welcome back to the
Yeah,
show, everybody.
yeah.
So, it's just another Sunday for us here. Unfortunately, some of us are not caught up on a particular topic with
Not at
the
all.
newest season of anime, but in line with, I guess, the theme of the episode today is just what we've been doing to kill time after 2 years of the pandemic. Pretty much some hobbies and stuff have set in, and for a good chunk of us, we keep up with anime, that's for sure. But one thing I want to say about Demon Slayer, Platypus, is the first time I saw that, another one of our friends showed it to me, just one of the fight scene episodes, and the artwork and the animation stuff is just, like, it's fire. Or it's water.
It's on.
Yeah, it's water, but the first time I saw it, I thought it was like a HD version of, like, that old Cartoon Network show, Chowder?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, where they had, like, the still images in the background, and then the characters would walk around in front of it, and,
It looked kind of weird.
yeah, that's what I was thinking when the first time I saw Demon Slayer. But then I was like, no, they just put in a lot of extra effort to make the animations pop, the fight special effects, I should say, to make it HD and stand out. But I was given like those Chowder vibes, and it was scaring me because I was like, I haven't seen this before in an anime.
Yeah, I definitely haven't seen a show animated like that. I mean, that's one of the main draws for me is it's freaking gorgeous.
It's so
I mean,
beautiful. I agree. Yeah. The next,
yeah, like when you catch up, you'll see like it's even more gorgeous. Like I was just looking at this last crazy fight scene, thinking how amazing it all looks. Like you'll need to watch that. You gotta, yeah.
yeah,
What were you saying?
I'll get to it by the end of this week.
I'll be honest with you. With Demon Slayer, the only reason I really watched it because I was like, you know what? There's got to be some crazy action in it, and I just wish it would be a little bit more gory on like the Attack on Titan level, to where like I feel like the kid's too nice at times.
The protagonist, I forget. I'm
Yeah,
not good with
Tanjiro?
names. I'm not good with names.
I don't know his name.
Yeah, Scarface.
Jesus, I'm pretty sure it's Tanjiro.
Yeah,
See-
that sounds
see-
right. Tanjiro.
Yeah, that
I'm
dude.
gonna-
But the thing is, I need Michael Jackson to do one moonwalk before the season's over with.
He
That's
does.
all I need.
He looks so much like Michael Jackson, the big bad. I saw him in the street. I'm like, this cannot be the antagonist. And then he just like moonwalking down the back. I was like,
Yeah. He's singing "Annie, Are You Okay?"
yeah. He grabbed his hat, slashed someone's neck, and then just went right back into it.
But Platypus, go ahead and give me a little spoiler about what I should be expecting.
Well, so how much have you seen so far?
Mugen
So I
Train.
watched the first. Yeah. I watched the movie. Was the last thing I think.
Okay, so I mean, this season focuses on a different Hashira. It's kind of hard. Well, if you've seen the guy who has like some weird, like some flashy looking makeup and jewelry on, it follows that guy. He's
got,
the
like,
only one out of the group who doesn't look like a samurai because he's like he's a shinobi. And I mean, the fight scenes honestly get stepped up like a pretty decent amount. And the threats that they face are also like a lot bigger, like significantly. Like the threats that they face now pretty much like they easily trump like that Spider Kid for sure.
Well, he was only like what, number 8 or something of the bottom.
I forget,
Of
but
the bottom 12, he was like 10 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah, but they technically weren't even able to beat that guy because I forget the dude's name, but
The other
that
people
one
had to show up.
Hachira,
Yeah.
yeah, he had to come in and finish it off. But
Yeah.
so it's an interesting change of pace. It's in like the red light district. I mean, it kind of touches on that subject we were doing sound tests on earlier a lot. If you know what I mean.
Candles. Oh, you weren't there for that one. Never mind.
No,
Okay.
physics.
The other topic.
I
The
wasn't-
other topic. Gotcha.
I wasn't there for that one either.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So
But I mean, the fight scenes are impressive. The protagonist surprised me, and so did actually Nezuko a lot.
now let me ask you this, Platypus and Dean. Rank Demon Slayer out of all the animes. Would you say top 5?
It's not in my top
Would you
10.
say top?
It's not in my top 10.
Not
my-
in your top 10. Okay,
My
I
top
respect
10
that.
My top 10 though, I kind of diversify my top 10. I don't just pick one particular like tag or genre and I'm like, yeah, I got like 3 from this genre. I mean, coincidentally some of them are from the same genre, but I don't just actively seek it out. I kind of mix it up where I can like recommend different things.
Okay.
It's good. It's probably I guess it's definitely top 10 for shonen for me. Is it top 5? I'd have to really think about it. I haven't like broken it down like that, but it's not in my top 10 personally.
I haven't actually done like a true rank like that. There's some anime that I enjoy more than others. I mean, I think everyone here knows I'm pretty much primarily like a mainstream horror when it comes to anime.
I did not hear horror. I did not hear that extra R, but yeah.
Oh, right. But, like Demon Slayer, I don't know if it would be in like it could be my top 10. I'd say it's definitely like among the better shows I've seen, but it's hard to say. It's definitely an excellent show. Like, I would definitely put it on the watch list if you haven't seen it.
Oh,
It's worth checking out for several reasons. Like, just the way it looks and everything is one thing, but I guess while the plot isn't exactly like groundbreaking, it's done really well, and it's like surprisingly funny at parts.
Yeah, the visuals itself will definitely get someone interested in it. Just at least like what is going on and why is it so gory and beautifully colored at the same time, like a kid's children book, coloring book. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it to someone. It's definitely one of the best anime out there. But that's a massive list nowadays. There's so many anime.
There's a lot of good animes out there.
Stuff.
But it also has a good story. So and the art for Demon Slayer really helps distinguish different like fighting styles or puts emphasis on when people are like, I'm not gonna say powering up, but when they're definitely putting in more effort or like they're just casually fighting in the woods or they're actually like, hey, I'm using as much energy or of my strength as I can right now, and you can just see it because it comes out with the vibrant attack animations. I'm not quite sure what the term is.
Now, are y'all watching this dubbed or sub? Because for how much you were explaining how beautiful it is, I'm not catching that much beauty off of reading it in sub. So maybe I need to swap to the dub side.
I watch sub, but the beauty mostly comes out of the fight sequences. Again, when they get in those, I call them
when the swords are cutting through like water, and then you see the, what was it? I think the part of my favorite fight scene was when they were doing all the kids were dying in the forest.
Yes, that's just a normal fight scene. Yeah, but like even the mildness of that is pretty good. It they kind of flow well. They have some good budget, so they're not like choppy with the fight sequences. They flow well. They have good body movement relative to their cores and whatnot. It doesn't look choppy or laggy.
See, but I think Demon Slayer gives me that. What's that? Oh my god, what was that movie? Oh, where it was like the girl, she lost her parents and she was like going in this crazy world. Oh my god. Spirited Away, yeah. It gives me a Spirited Away vibe.
A little bit, but way more hardcore.
Oh, whoa, a lot more hardcore. That was
It's also not hand
it's a
drawn.
wait. Spirited Away was hand drawn.
Yeah.
What? I
Yep.
did not know that.
Yeah, every cell of that. Same with Princess Akanara and those other ones. Those were all hand drawn cells. The whole
The
thing.
Studio Ghibli films,
Yeah,
all of them.
those initial ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why
Dang,
that's why they're
cold.
massive pieces of art. Also, because
That is cold.
yeah.
Dang,
So
dang, dang.
A really
Oh,
good looking movie too.
that's what I mean. They put so much time and effort to get the extra frame rate animations for it, so that things flowed naturally, and you can tell like it's a little bit slower and older, but everything just flows fluidly because they just hand drew everything, traced things, captured it.
Yeah, yeah. True. Damn, I did not know that.
Oh
So
yeah.
with Demon Slayer, with Demon Slayer, damn, what?
That's not hand drawn.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where I dropped off at, so I can know where I need to catch up.
Did you not see Mugen Train?
Mugen Train was the movie, right?
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah.
You saw the
I
whole
watched
movie,
the movie with my boy Goku.
right? Then yeah, you're caught up. Now you just got to start season 2.
How many episodes of season 2 right now is there? Is it
8.
3? 8? God, dog. All right.
Yeah.
I know.
And then Attack on Titan continued again, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm following Attack on Titan. I'm about to watch this episode tonight.
I watched.
Cause I finished the manga, and I don't know if I was talking to Platypus or I was talking to my boy about it, but I'm ready. I'm ready for these. No spoiler. I'm ready for this action part to really start up. Cause
The last I saw was like episode 3 or 4 of season 4, the last season. So I have to catch up on that whole season before I can catch up on this new stuff. But
You're like right before things
I know.
really get crazy.
It's like, oh, there's a time shift, and then it's like, oh, okay.
yeah, that time shift punched you in the face.
Yeah.
That time shift.
So I watched
when
a
it's
few
like,
episodes of it, but then I fell off.
this kid finally going through depression. I can see it.
Yeah.
You finally old enough to realize how the world really works. Look at you growing up. Look, you got a beard out here. Oh, you now you know what feeling down feels like. You had all that young spirit. That time kicked you in your ass. Okay, I respect it. Shoot, poor Aaron.
He
And then
really
Mikasa,
changed as a character.
Yeah, Mikasa, she's down because she's just having a period now because she grown.
or her
And her
year-long
kid
period, or multi-year-long period.
Oh man, God, yeah, Attack on Titan is that's my show. That's my show, but I ain't gonna
Started
spoil
off
that.
strong. Season 2 killed a lot of hype for a lot of people because it's like, oh, it's not so much gore anymore, and we're getting into like real life politics and society. And season 3 was a slow trickle also, but for me, I binged season 2 and season 3 all in like one night, literally one day. And it's a lot easier than waiting week after week after week for those episodes.
And that's where it's like we should be able to pay to get a binge of a season. I think that they should be able to say, if you just want to have the binge version, release it all, and then the people that want to do week to week, release the binge to where you can just pay like an extra $40, $20 to be like, all right, we're just gonna. If you pay for it, you're able to just binge the whole season.
They can't do
Instead
that
of
because
waiting.
they can't do that. There's gonna be so many leaks online, and then normal people that are paying for the week by week are not gonna be watching it because they can just find the leaks or the hype fight scenes or whatever they're watching from people that are just pushing.
I think it would probably make them a lot more money than dropping it week by week. And then if the spoilers, people got to worry about spoilers, listen, all right, then pay for it. It's like Patreon.
Actually, I'm pretty sure. Like, I may have just seen a spoiler the other week. I'm not sure. I mean, it's plausible, but that's part of why I want to watch it. like as soon as I can. But
So
I mean,
you
that
don't
makes me
get it.
wonder, like, do they release it weekly just because the episodes actually aren't 100% finished yet? Or is it just to
No,
build up hype or to like weed
it's
out
the
people who are doing free trials?
I think it's the freaking I think it's to freaking make TV money
I
because most
I think they have most of it done by the time they start airing it. If anything, they might be fine tuning some later episodes. That's my
yeah that's fine.
guess. But they definitely don't have like the next season ready. Obviously, when the first season airs, unless they're just already pre-approved.
It
But
took them what 10 years to finish Attack on Titans. I know for a fact that if the manga was done a year ago, and honestly, I think like they do the same with the manga chapters. They freaking release chapter after chapter, and it's like I'm like, yeah, I think y'all should give us a finished product instead of just giving me piece by piece. I don't get a video game and be like, hey, I'm just gonna wait for the updates. Like,
not
no.
not everyone has the time to binge a whole season. Like obviously, the younger people that are watching this stuff, they definitely have more time. But not everyone has that time, even for younger people, to just binge it all in one sitting. And I think it also comes down to like a company aspect of making money, where like kind of back to that subscription stuff earlier. Coincidentally, that steady income every month that they can just have piled up. Like, hey, we got like 1 million people paying us each month this amount, instead of like, oh, this month we made this many full sales, and the next month it was a little less. You know, businesses are looking for that subscription pattern, and for TV and stuff, it's been like that for decades. So just keep it that way because they have steady income, steady ratings, and people watching and views coming in. If you have one show that's popping off and then people are watching a couple other shows afterwards, like, ads, watch time, they're getting all the money steadily that way. They're getting steady profits. That's what I think. If it's like otherwise they would just drop it all at once, kind of like how Netflix does, or Netflix doesn't even do that with every show, but or a movie or something, they would just dump it all at once and be like, here, if you want to binge it, go ahead. Otherwise, you're already part of the plan. Just watch it each week if you want. But
I think that's something I would pay extra. I would totally pay extra to get it all at once. But then honestly, I could just save money and just wait till it's all finished.
Yeah.
So
I just binge them usually because I don't want to because I either don't have time or I forget to watch it each week. So sometimes I just set it in the backlog and I'm like, all right, I can watch. My Saturday is free to do this while I'm doing some house chores or something, and then just go crazy with it.
I agree with that. I'll tell you, the last episode was disrespectful. The last episode that just aired ended on such a cliffhanger that I was just like, you know what? If I see these writers, I'm fighting them on site.
I see these directors.
Thank you. I was just thinking, like, this isn't really a spoiler. Like, over the course of the last episode, like, all the main characters, like, Aaron himself moved the equivalent of, like, part of a football field as a Titan. It's like they're really just, like, it's really crawling right now.
So it's a Dragon Ball replica.
It's a drag, but it's because each episode's like 23 minutes. It feels like you're like, oh my god, they're fighting. All right, here we go. They're doing this. Oh god. Okay, wait another week, motherfuckers. Like, you, come on, bro. Like, really? Like, really? You gonna do that to? All right, cool. You know what? This is why I'm not buying new DVDs. All right, you disrespect. You disrespect.
Yeah.
Is that you? Do you think it was filler on purpose, or was the
No,
episode
it's not.
valuable?
So Attack on Titan does not do. Oh, that episode is very important because it comes in with something we've been talking about for the last season, and you finally see it, and then you see. Oh, and I don't want to drop any spoilers, but you see I'm not even gonna say that. You see someone come in that you're like, oh, you finally see what us, the audience, sees.
Gotcha.
And that's where you're like, okay, now it's on. Now, because you have this information, now we're all on the same page. You're not in the dark anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Other characters start coming in. Oh, that's what y'all doing? Bet we go. we got something for that.
Yeah, I mean, one crazy thing about season 4 is how much like the game has completely changed. It's wild. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is this the actual
You know
final
what?
season? You think, or you think they got one more secret final season?
They got one more. For how slow this is, they got one more.
They're milking it
you
another year.
serious?
Yeah, there's gonna be a part 3. I'll put $1,000 if there's gonna be a part 3.
Why is it some Hobbit movie thing going on here? They're basing it off of like one
Because
season.
Oh
they're
man.
drawing out the fight scenes. The fight scenes honestly could be in 3 episodes. They're gonna bring out this fight scene that we're at right now in probably 5 or 6, and that's gonna be the end of part 2. And then part 3 is going to be that final conclusion. Because I've read the manga, so the final conclusion is probably going to be when everything the smoke clears and everyone understands what's about to happen, and they're just going to just say, "Hey, we're just going to either bite the bullet, or we're going to just say, listen, maybe this is what it was meant to be."
Jeez.
It's the game. It's gonna be. That's why I said I can put $1,000. There's gonna be a part 3, or they're gonna say, "Rest in peace to the writer. Finish the manga." And that would be the most disrespectful shit ever. But
they'll just pull a Game of Thrones. That's it. They'll just do a Game of Thrones thing for the final season.
like, you want the rest? Go read it.
You want the rest?
Which
We'll make it up. We'll make it up. You'll like it. Trust us.
Exactly. So that's what I said. Attack on Titan. I wish I could be as skeptical with Demon Slayer, because Demon Slayer, you got the tier system with
You
the
really
demons.
do. They gave you the ranking system early as hell.
Exactly.
It's on their
You're not
eyeball.
you're not trying to figure out who's the next person. You're like, oh yeah, you this level. Look at you with your punk ass. All right, we can see you. Oh, you scared of this one? Oh, so he more powerful than you? Bet. All right. So you the one I need to talk to. No, I'm just the worker. There's 2 more levels above me. What? All right. What? Let me talk to the boss.
I just
you
give
can't
him
talk to the
water
boss.
every morning. Yeah.
like damn. Like shoot. All right. Well, what's the top tier? Oh, you don't get to see the top tier people yet.
Oh, you saw top tier in the Mugen Train though. That was.
See,
What was
that
it
was
like?
cold as could be, but for that man to run away like that, see,
that
I'm
was
not trying to drop.
That was so funny. Yeah,
I
don't know
was
if it's a
pumped.
spoiler. I don't know but like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what?
What's in the? Oh, this punk.
Talking so much shit, and then immediately he's like, I can't finish.
Yeah, it's like I'm like, yo, you should be. He should be on the press charges against you for talking for talking trash and not being able to back it up,
Oh my god!
and then run away. Did he get his sword back?
No.
No.
At the end of that, I don't know. The same question.
No.
I was like, did he? I was like, did it just drop out? Oh dang, I did. That was my big question at the end of that. I was like, does he get his sword back?
I feel like that might be explained at the start of season 2. I don't want Platypus
I
to
hope it
spoil
does.
anything, but that was something I was asking too. I was like, did it just drop when he went away, or
Yeah. Like, is it like Thor's hammer, so it like returns after it goes a certain distance? Like, how's it?
Just comes back on a tsunami.
Yeah.
No.
Dang. Yeah, no, but I'm gonna catch up on that guy.
Yeah, I'll catch up on that too.
One.
But if Attack on Titan is a 3rd part 3 season finale, whatever, I might just wait still.
You'd
deal
be
with that
better
blue
off by
balls.
waiting.
I don't want to do
Because this blue balling is disrespectful. You'll be 100%. Because this right now, I feel like if this episode that comes up isn't where I need it to be, I'm just gonna be like, I'll see y'all next year.
Yeah, because it's not going to wrap up.
I know it's not gonna. I know exactly where it's gonna end at. And it's not gonna be anywhere close.
And at that point, it just feels like they're milking it. But at the same time, you got to ask if it really is necessary or not, if they're telling the full story. But that's
Or
we're not the
it started 10 years ago. I think this is disrespectful.
It did take like what 3 or 4 years for season 2 to come out, though.
Yeah, I really didn't even like that season. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it took a long time for a lackluster season, a weak season, and people were not expecting any of it. And then that kind of drew off the hype quite a bit. And then it took like another couple years, and then it picked up again. And then they're like, "Oh, we can get these out faster now. We got more attention again."
Well, does
the
it have
longest
anything? Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was like, this has a longer drag than the Cincinnati Bengals tries to the playoffs. Shoot, finally got 31 years.
Yeah.
That's where I'm just like. But Platypus, what were you saying before I interrupted you? Go ahead.
You think that has anything to do with how the studios change? Because I know I think it's the same studio that's doing Jujutsu Kaisen is the one that's also been doing like the last season or two. I don't know why, but I do know that there was a change.
I don't know any of that stuff either.
See, I'm not gonna front. Am I the only one who's just like when they give us like excuses like, yeah, we changed studios, I'll be like, motherfucker, give me my anime. I don't give a damn about your damn story. Give me my anime. That's all I want. I don't care if it's on Crunchyroll. I don't care if it's on Funimation. I don't care.
Yeah.
Give me my anime. No, or give it to the fans and let us do it, because you already know we're gonna say some wild stuff.
Well, I mean, they did that with what's the Netflix exclusive? The 7 Deadly Sins. They did that with that, and you saw the quality.
All right, 7 Deadly Sins was I'm not gonna front. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I like 7 Deadly Sins.
I do too.
But I think 7 Deadly Sins was more like, all right, we're gonna try to get some kids onto some anime stuff, but this is gonna be that medium crowd anime to where there were certain episodes I was like, man, this is so childish. And then there were some episodes when Metaliotis came and I was like, these little kids need to look at what a man really is. All right, not when he goes scrawny though. Not when he goes scrawny, right?
Or when he goes creep mode, the weak side. Or when he goes into fan service mode. I don't like any of that stuff.
That man, Meliodas was not Meliodas. What's his name? Leonardus, or what's the sun dude?
Oh my God, what's his name?
Oh, what's his freaking name?
Escanor. Easily one of my top 5 favorite anime characters of all time. It's the embodiment of me, Escanor.
That man is on God mode.
I was so pissed it took a whole extra season to get to him. I was so pissed.
That's why I like, my thing is, if they could make an anime just for him, I'm watching it every week. Without question. If you could just show me this man disrespected his enemies.
I don't feel pity for those beneath me.
Like, that's something cool. Out here. Why is this peasant speaking to me? Let me show you. Like it's so arrogant and perfect.
Yeah. I don't feel his commentary is top notch. It's pristine arrogance, well deserved.
Oh my God. So. That man is, but 7 Deadly Sins is probably one of my top Netflix animes. Demon Slayer, I'm not gonna front. Goblin Slayer and Demon Slayer are almost on the same tier for me.
I didn't know
Goblin Slayer is more. Goblin Slayer is more of the story's not as good as Demon Slayer, in my opinion. But the art, like I can literally just watch. I can watch Demon Slayer and kind of get like I can make a perfect parody. Goblin Slayer is like, yeah, I know exactly what's happened no matter what. I can't even like try to cross reference it to something else. But I like Goblin Slayer. I'd say top 10. I'd say top 10 with Demon Slayer. Is accurate.
In your top 10 is Demon Slayer and not Goblin Slayer.
Top I'd say 6 is Goblin, because I kind of like the revenge aspect of it.
Yeah. One thing I do give Goblin Slayer credit for is it does follow a protagonist that's not the world-saving hero. It's just your everyday kind of dude that's like, I've got a job to do.
Yeah. I got a job to do, and the reason why I have this job is my own personal reason.
Yep. I'm not trying to save the whole world. I'm just doing my thing. And I'm gonna do it the best I can.
Exactly. You know who else is a great anime that has that? Redo Healer. You know, Redo Healer is one where more people need to watch. So I can actually explain why not to watch this.
Yeah, no, I've had plenty of discussions with your boy Irv and you about that. I'm fine without, but I don't know if Platypus knows what it is, but
No.
don't watch it.
You should watch it. You should watch it.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it. If you're watching it, I need to be there. We all need to watch you watch it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is one of those.
Yeah.
I think you should start off by watching the censored version and then go to the uncensored version.
Hell no. Just start him raw.
What's
Just
being
start him raw.
recommended to me?
Uncensored. Unfiltered.
You watch the unfiltered. I'm talking for you. Can be like, I gotta get out of this room. Oh my gosh! I'm like, I want to meet the people that write those type of shows. That sucker. That concept is wild.
And then there's plenty of people that like support it too, and then
Well,
it gets fun.
also-
And then it's bought out for a show like 2-3 years early in the making, and then yeah.
Yeah, I support the like I support
What in the world?
comedy. I'll support the effort in making a good show. Go ahead.
No, sorry, I should have muted myself. I'm trying to. I read the meme that was sent in the chat by Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what, I think Redo Hill is too funny. It's just a hilarious concept. But I'd say right now, Dr. Stone is probably one of my top new ones that I've been watching.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I have a complaints about it though that has carried on from start to finish.
Is it
I only saw what?
Is it like sciencey complaints or like?
No, it's an artistic take that kind of ruined it for your boy Irv when I pointed it out. He's like, I can't see it differently now because of that.
Oh no! Don't say it's Ned Steve. What's his name? Ned the science guy.
No. Wow, I didn't think of that one, but that's pretty funny.
It's him personified.
Yeah, it's kind of similar. Dang. It's kind of similar though. It's kind of similar.
Gotcha. Dang. Oh man. Wow.
It's a weird artistic choice for the women, I admit.
Oh, for the women, I haven't seen too many. Oh. I'm kind of seeing it now. I'm kind of seeing it.
I'll tell you later, maybe if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you definitely got to.
Yeah.
But
you guys watch Castlevania on Netflix? I was thinking about that.
Oh God, yeah. Fuck yeah. Man.
I am not. What is that about? You gonna have to explain that.
You haven't seen Castlevania?
Just go watch it.
Dude, season 1 is 4 episodes. You need to go on.
What is it about?
Have you heard the Castlevania the video game?
I haven't even heard about any castle anything.
Castlevania, the video game classic.
Never.
You've
the
never
OG
heard of
platform
OG
killing Dracula.
platform? Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Wow.
Well, you
don't need to play the games to watch the show, but you get the general concept. Or you have a monster hunter family that goes to kill Dracula, and that's it. But Castlevania takes place where they kill Dracula, and then later seasons are like the fallout of all that stuff.
Okay, good shit. I guess I got something on my watch list and I'm added.
Dude, season 1 is 4 episodes, and you're gonna be wanting to watch season 2 immediately after. You're not gonna stop. Knowing you'll just go right into season 2.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It used to be like extreme violence and cool fight scenes and stuff, right?
Blood and gore.
Yes.
They don't hold back on anything, literally. It's kind of like your redo of Healer kind of taste. Not like that.
Okay.
Not like redo of Healer, but like
okay,
in terms of
uncensored.
uncensored.
All right, so we on the Ichi stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the first episode, this isn't a spoiler, but like the two people in the bar of a small town are talking about one of them fucking the other person's like pig or sheep. Like,
yeah, no, right, yeah. Is it like on some Sword Art Online? Like it's like a made up
medieval times. Yeah, it's made up, but it's
a fantasy one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Again, it's about Dracula.
Castlevania.
They
I'm gonna
season
tap
four is
in.
season 4 is the final season. They are making a spin-off which takes place like maybe 10 or 15 years later. I looked it up because I was like, is there a season 5 for this? So it is just 4 seasons. Anything that comes out afterwards is, I think, from another studio, and I think it's just a continuation in the universe of it, but it's not with the same cast at all. Which is
Yeah, I heard
bad
about that.
because the cast is so good for Castlevania 2. The voice acting is fantastic.
Yep.
Oh my god,
We talking about dubbed or sub?
it's only dub.
Oh, it's only dubbed. Oh, oh. Okay.
I mean, they have other languages, but it was made for English.
Yeah, I mean, you're better off just watching that anyway.
Yeah, it's the British voice acting and everything is fantastic.
Plus, it kind of fits.
Oh, it does. They made the mouth motions more in sync with the English. It's not like they had to
Okay.
post cut it for dub.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm watching that. Is that on Netflix? Is that on? You
Netflix.
said Netflix.
Netflix.
Yep.
See, I got the bootleg Netflix, so I'm gonna find it.
Alright.
Yeah, I got that. It got that Netflix, but it doesn't come with a net. It's just a flicks.
Damn.
Stupid.
So, Platypus, you watch a lot of Gungan.
A lot of what?
Gungan?
Gundam style. Let me stop.
Yeah.
What?
You watch a lot of
What is
Gungan
Gundam?
mechs.
Max. Huh.
Oh, Gundam?
Gundam, yeah, not Gungam. Tells you how much I watched those. I've seen like I've seen 3 different Gundams. I'll just put it that way. So I'm very limited. I know of a lot that exist, but I've only seen a few of them, which are usually just the big titles. Like, oh god, I can't think.
Like Seed. I know it was a popular one.
Yeah.
Wing is for some reason. Well, I mean, yeah, like in the pandemic, I kind of fell down the anime rabbit hole, I guess, because there was nothing to do but watch stuff. And it started with Attack on Titan, and then when there wasn't any more, I watched Demon Slayer, and then I always liked Gundam, so I started watching those again. I mean, I haven't seen like all of them, but I rewatched Iron Blooded Orphans. That one's pretty cool. I also liked Gundam 00. What else have I seen? There's like 8th Mobile Suit Team. That was alright. I've been trying to find G Gundam, but I can't. But I mean, yeah. I just always thought that the robots looked really cool. And then I always thought the way that well,
What? You lost me at Gundam. What? Can you give me an explanation of what
You're breaking up a bit. You're breaking up a bit, Miles. Start
It's
over.
yeah,
like-
they're hardcore.
Oh, is this like you lost me? I'm trying to. Is this like a theory? Is this like a series? Is this like a?
Gundam's a
Hey,
genre. It's the big
I-
battle mix.
Yeah, so they're like a
So this is like Power Rangers, like big metal Zords.
It's their
like,
final form kind of thing, but that's the whole series is what it's about. It's like giant robots fighting giant robots usually.
yeah. I mean,
So like Transformers.
sort of. Some of them do transform, but I mean, they're like a bunch of
Y'all
different
gotta-
Gundam shows.
Wait, you saw
they don't
you saw
really-
what is the popular one, that 2-season one that you didn't like, but we told you to watch? With the politics and they get into the giant mech suits.
Well, a lot of them have politics.
No, it's the really popular. God, I got it on my list somewhere. Keep talking. I'll tell you what the name of it is.
Is it the one that was related to Death Note?
No,
Oh
Death Note is.
God, yeah. I like what was it, Freezing? I like Freezing. It was like girls that were the warriors. The men were like the people behind the scene, and then all the girls got into like certain suits, and those suits had them like fight each other.
Have you seen Gurren Lagann?
I've seen
It
parts.
sounds familiar. It sounds super familiar. I don't think so.
That one's one of the
I'll
more
probably have it
popular
on my
ones.
watch list.
What's the one with the high schoolers that are in suits, and one of them has that all-controlling eye?
Is it
Is it code like Geass?
Code Geass, yeah.
Geass or Yeah,
That's, wouldn't you say that's Gundam?
Yeah, Code Geass. I think I watched Code Geass. Yeah, it
that's
was like
similar.
Death Note like brain shit. Like the key was like playing chess but like 3D.
But those giant suits they were in, that's kind of Gundam right there, where they were battling in the mechs constantly.
Yeah, mecha stuff.
Okay.
Mecha
And
stuff.
it's
Okay.
just Gundam's like one of the older, more iconic ones. Like there's a Gundam statue in Japan, but it like I mean there's like a bunch of different shows, but they aren't all like necessarily related to each other. It just there's like an iconic design to them. Like they have that V shape on their forehead. Some of them look kind of like samurai, kind of, but I don't. I mean, it's worth checking out. They're like different flavors of it. Like Iron Blooded Orphans, for example, is a lot more hardcore.
Well, I learned
Gundam
something new.
Seed, yeah, like Gundam Seed delves more into like interpersonal relationships and like everyone's feelings and what's going on like on a more personal level. Granted, like that's one thing I like about the series is that what they all do pretty consistently is they'll show you like everyone's viewpoint. So even if there is like, there's not necessarily like a right versus wrong. There is like a protagonist, but you follow like a bunch of different characters. So you get like everybody's perspective in the sense that it's like, it's not like someone would just be evil just for the shit of it. It's like everyone has like an interesting backstory and like their own motivations and whatnot.
And it's not like
That
a there. Correct me if I'm wrong, Platypus, but it's not like a general, like other anime where the villain will have like one simple like, oh, I was ignored as a kid, so now I want to control the world. It's they for Gundam series usually because you kind of know what you're getting in terms of like the fighting and the mechs, and they very much focus on there is no right or wrong side. It's just like they get into the real personality and I want to say politics sometimes, but they get into the relationships a lot more in depth than like other shonens or stuff that you get kind of
yeah.
like a little bit of slice of life. They really focus on like the personal conflict and interactions that people have with between each other in the series, as opposed to like here's a bad guy, here's his minions. It's just me like trying to learn about the bad guy, and now and then you get some backstory for him. They kind of delve into both sides. You saw Code Geass,
Yeah,
yeah,
but that's where I'm like I didn't know that was like a special genre. Like
yeah. The mech
I'm
stuff
more
is
in the, like
yeah.
I'm more in like the
You're more
the
into normal shonen.
EC.
Yeah, you're into more normal
Yeah, I'm more
shonen.
like those. But what show was that y'all showed me before this thing again? What was that they called?
Oh, High School of the
Watching
Dead.
School of the Dead. I gotta watch that. That cycle sounds crazy.
Oh, man.
Like y'all watch God of High School? Any of y'all watch God of High School?
I have not. I was
Nope.
told it was all right by your
Oh,
boy.
my. Yeah, I still think that's probably one of my tops if they can have a second or third season.
Really? He didn't think there would be a second season. He's like, it seemed a little
I don't.
lackluster at the end.
Yeah, I don't think it will be, but it's more like y'all watch Baki.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
Hell
seen
yeah.
the newest season, but yeah.
I love watching beautiful men fight or wrestle each other.
So I don't know what that dude. So the dude in Baki, the gray haired dude. One of my friends said he's based on a character in some type of movie, and I can't remember. It's like there was a prisoner that looked just like that in some type of. Who's the dude that plays Treasure Island or freaking? Oh my god! It's the movie. It's the movie where he's going around looking for treasures. God, what is it? Oh, here we're playing freaking Taboo right now. What is that thing called?
I don't know.
I can't remember it. But isn't one of this? Oh my god, who's the dude who got in trouble for yelling at his girlfriend because she said she didn't want to have sex with him or something like that? Oh, what is his freaking name?
What series?
I'm
Okay,
lost.
I think I might have zoned out. What series are we talking about?
Yeah,
So in
Baki
Baki,
still?
in Baki, the guy with the silver hair is based on a villain in a movie with that guy that was on Treasure Island or freaking what is his fucking name?
The old Russian
That's
dude,
too
silver
big.
hair, or like a
Yeah,
protect?
the old Russian dude, silver hair. Yeah,
Okay,
he was based on.
Koryo Dorian.
Yeah, he was based on a very famous movie with a very famous actor who got in trouble because his wife recorded him yelling at her because he wouldn't give him like sex or something like that, or fellatio.
Hmm.
What is that dog name? What is that? I will figure that out. I will figure that out. But when I saw the comparison, I was like, that makes sense. That makes 100% sense. That's why he's so powerful in Baki. They literally took all his attributes from this movie and put it in Baki and made it Super Saiyan, just like they put Muhammad Ali in Baki and made his son
They made
a
it. Yeah.
freaking wimp.
Not spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen it. They took Muhammad Ali Jr. and went from like, all right, this is lit. This is one of the best characters in the show so far, and they just went like they just pushed him off a cliff. They're like, we're done with him, but we gotta get rid of him. They might as well have pushed him off a cliff. It would have been better than what they did.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, it just God, it was
Oh my. You caught up with that Platypus, right? You know what we're talking
Yeah.
about? Okay.
They all just, I mean, can I say or not? Like,
say, go ahead.
they all just took turns beating the ever loving fuck out of this man, just like beating him to tears. Like he was begging Baki's girl for a hug.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was so bad.
And then his dad stepped in the day before his fight, and he's like, I'm gonna beat your ass now too, because I haven't done this in like 28 years.
Oh, yeah. What was crazy is he'd just be sitting there like
Reserved a whole hotel room. Reserved the whole hotel for this ass whooping.
So disrespectful.
He would be like on the brink of death, like my elbows and knees are broken, and they're like, "So what you're saying is you're a pussy."
He was training for a year to beat his own son's ass.
Oh my gosh. Just to whoop his old. That's why I'm just like that. To like compare the characters, and I'm still trying to figure out who that.
I don't.
The dude who had the tattoos on his back. I'm still trying to figure out where his origin came from, because I know that got to be a cold story.
Oh, the Yamimoto or whatever it is, the Yakuza.
Yeah. The Yakuza. Yeah, because he was a Yakuza. That's what it was. Man,
that first fight. Oh my god, that's one of the best fight scenes in the show still.
Yeah.
He's the one who got the shells in his mouth, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It just walked it off.
He's the one where both of them were dead 3 times, and they just kept going.
Yeah. He also like literally right before the dude got scared looking at Baki and his girl. He was just like, I'm gonna take y'all, and then he just freaking grabs him and then disappears.
He just nods and goes away. The biggest bro moment ever in any anime. He's just like, I got you, bro. Don't worry. I'll take care of this over here.
Oh,
came in, couple frames of them looking at each other, slow down a couple seconds, giving like a wink and a nod, and then they just go on by.
Just go on out. It's like, that's good. And then they just had to fight like crazy. Oh, it wasn't. No, he wasn't the one who lost his whole hand. But that dude who lost his whole hand was just like, finally, I don't have weakness. Oh my god, what?
Is that the guy with the eye patch?
The eye patch. He's like, oh, now I don't have the whole back. I can just punch you with my straight bone. Like, what?
I love that show. It's so over the top. It's fantastic. I don't understand that arc with Junior. I don't understand why that was a whole arc. That was an entire arc. It just felt like depression watching that.
Yeah.
Oh man!
I was expecting like some sort of redemption.
Yeah, or something. No, they just left him. They just left him.
No.
Like I said, it would have been graceful for him if they actually just pushed him off a cliff, literally.
Right.
No, I'll be like, this is a sign. This. They could have done like a PS, like for public information. Yeah, suicide is real, and like, they could have just took him that way.
He's trying to kill himself, pretty much.
Like, yeah, literally, like they could have gave him. Oh, yeah, but that's like a Baki. Yeah, Baki's probably one. Baki's still one of the tops, but If y'all haven't watched God of High School is pretty much Baki, but
More anime,
more
more
cartoon,
less,
more
yeah,
cartooned anime instead of
more classic anime style rather than like this
yeah.
over the top. Gotcha. Okay.
It's more like Pokemon, the OG Pokemon, but fighting, drawing, and that's what it's like. Okay, all right, battle. Oh damn!
Oh
It's like
damn!
what was that?
Okay.
Like it's just oh
No,
yeah,
wait,
just a second.
this isn't the
In
same
God
show
High
we were
School,
watching earlier.
no, God of High School,
Okay, so there's God of High School, and what's the other one?
High School of the Dead.
Okay, that's what
Yeah,
I was.
A
God of
lot of
High School.
anime with
And
yeah.
this isn't a spoiler, but there's this dude that comes into a fight with a stray jacket on because he's like, I want to challenge just fighting you with my feet. So damn disrespectful. He's like, yeah, and he's like, all right, you're a pretty good fighter. Let me just use my left hand. Like what? Yeah, he's like, you know what? Only if you were good enough, I would actually bring out my right. But I'm done with this fight. And then the dude's like, "You're not gonna leave me? Oh, you really want me to bring it out? All right, cool, bet." Yeah, it's one of the most disrespectful 3 episodes I've ever watched in my life. But it is amazing fight scenes. Even like the women aren't even nerfed in it, and that's why I'm like, I freaking love that part because it's like when you see like women out here like, I don't give a damn. I'm a woman, shoot. You still catch this L. It's
Yeah,
like, oh
that's
my
good though.
god,
That's good.
shoot. Yeah, I'm tired of. I'm not gonna front. After watching Naruto, if I see any Sakura likeness in any anime, I'm done with that anime.
Oh god, I did like back when I watched Toonami back in middle school and stuff. I used to watch Naruto like a lot of people, and I just never liked Sakura. She just felt like fodder, not even like good
So, yeah,
fodder. She
no,
was just there. She was just the eye candy, I guess, for kids our age. And I was like, she's just annoying. I don't know.
he's
She's
annoying.
being
Yeah,
carried hardcore. She's just such a liability for these two for doing anything.
like she can't even heal. She couldn't even heal people for the longest time. That's what I'm just like. You're not even like
You're not even a
literally.
support.
You're not. Yeah, like you're not like you. You're not an ADC.
You're the
You're not a
stamp on a care
support.
package. You're the crate that surrounds the care package. It's just like, oh.
Exactly. You're the wood that holds the care package. That's all you are. As long as that person has a crowbar, it's over for you. Shoot.
Well, I mean, she was like a filler type of character, but Naruto was plagued with filler, so I guess it makes
Oh,
sense.
that's a good point. You know, she was the filler inside every episode. That's a good ass point.
Mhm.
Just straight
See,
hot garbage.
I was
Oh my
really
god.
into it. Like they'd have this really cool arc with Sasuke and everything, and it's like, oh shit, he's turned to the dark side. I mean, like Naruto and the boys got to go save him, and then out of nowhere, it's like, all right, let's go cut to Naruto walking some dogs, and it's like it didn't stop. And then I don't think they picked that back up to ship it in. I could be wrong. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but
No,
that just
you're,
rubbed
you're
me the
not wrong.
wrong way.
You're not wrong. And then the one person that was actually nerfed, Rock Lee, was still better than Sakura. The dude who literally is like, I have no extra powers.
I'm just
And
physical
he's like,
peakness, yeah.
all of y'all will still catch these hands.
And legs and feet, yeah.
And feet out here. You think I'm too slow? Let me drop these weights.
Let me drop these
Boom.
Goku weights, yeah.
Wait, I really
Like, yo, he brought the weight and literally beat somebody who could control sand. What? What?
legendary.
Yeah.
I
And to the
had
point
nothing
where
but respect for him after that.
disrespect, and then to the where the dude was saying like, "I'm gonna kill everyone." For some reason, your boy Guy comes into the picture like, "No, this fight is over." And the guy who controls sand looks at him and is like, "I respect you for no apparent reason." What? But then in Shippuden, you do see that man come into the clutch. Probably the coldest scene for someone to have no powers to be able to open up what was it, the sixth gate or some type of gate?
Mm-hmm.
Coldest scene ever. at the end. If you've never seen it, I really hope you catch up because it's worth it.
Yeah, I hear Shippuden's a lot of better stuff. So, but that just requires such a time commitment.
It does. It's a
Yeah.
lot. Of, yeah.
Isn't it like
took me probably like 2 months.
What was that, Platypus?
Isn't it like 700 episodes or something like that?
No, that's One Piece. Also a fantastic series.
I thought that was like
no, that's like a
Shippuden is done. Naruto Shippuden is done.
Yeah, Shippuden was 6. I think it was like 653, something like that.
Oh man!
If you take out all the fillers,
that's without the filler.
Yeah, that's without the fillers.
Dude, see, like,
or I might be adding both together. I'm not 100% sure. It could be. If you look it up, you'll find it. That's why we have technology.
I don't know. I'm kind of biased against super long shows. At least most of the shows that I'm really fond of are not. They're nowhere near that long.
Yeah, those are such a commitment, and if you didn't start with it and you don't stay up with it, you fall behind even more, and you're like, it's daunting. That's what the issue is, and it's like I could watch that, or I could just appreciate it from afar from what it is, and watch all these other things that I can get more excitement and I guess lessons or whatever out of whatever you're looking for. Lessons, conflict, action.
Yeah. All right.
Yep, Shippuden, 500 episodes.
Yeah.
Yep, really.
And now they got Naruto's son.
Oh yeah, Boruto.
Yeah, Naruto's son. That's what it's called.
You know,
it's still about Naruto. It's still just Naruto.
Yeah, no, they did the same thing with Inuyasha too. He has another show that's like about his daughter or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Naruto. I'll pass on Naruto at times. I'll just feel like for someone who didn't know about fillers and watched all of Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, I'm still some type of salty, and I'm like I'm not watching Boruto deep down.
I've got a friend that watched One Piece and he just skipped filler episodes, and that's how he caught up to it so quick. I was like, dude, that kind of ruins it in my opinion. If I'm gonna watch something, I'm gonna watch the filler. I'm gonna feel the pain other people felt, just not on a week to week basis.
I'm gonna be honest. See, yeah, that's true. But my thing is, when I watched a robot Naruto chase the regular Naruto, I was like, there's something I should be skipping.
Yeah. Oh.
And I was already too deep. Yeah. Well, I was like, yeah, that's just the way it is. But guys, I'm gonna have to get off because I gotta get on the road.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's been like an hour. Didn't think we'd be holding you hostage for this long. So
hey, it's all good, man. You know, I enjoy it. I enjoyed being here, but I'm gonna definitely catch up with y'all because I'm gotta get on this road.
Yeah, man. All right. We'll catch you later, Miles. Catch you later, Platypus.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.